Hi, welcome to Hobhay Hideaway's self-checking short video. So this is what you're looking for when you arrive. Hobhay Hideaway's sign. The gate, if you leave it closed while you're on site and once you've got your car on. Hi, if you arrive at the Hobhay Hideaways and wish to use the Hideaway hut, then here's a quick self-checking guide for you. Welcome to your Hideaway hut. So I'd just like to go through a few safety features for you. On your bed you will find all the self-checking instructions. You'll also find the full instructions for the Mr Heater Buddy. I'd just like to go through that with you now. Please leave the heater exactly where it is. The gas pipe actually goes through the bottom of the floor, and do be careful of your bedding and any pets or small children. Turn the dial to the spark position, press and you will get a blue ignition flame. As you turn the dial, you will notice a sparkle up the ceramic plate, which we just got then, and that means your heater is on. Under no circumstances should you leave the hut with the gas fire switched on, and never go to bed with the fire switched on. It does have an oxygen depletion system built into it, so if the oxygen wasn't enough in the hut, it will switch off automatically, and that's in the off position again now. The hut is fitted with a smoke alarm and a carbon monoxide. You are welcome to give those a test. And underneath the kitchen cupboard you will also find a fire extinguisher. Moving on to your bed, you'll have some welcome biscuits, Prosecco. They are all a gift from me, and a thank you for booking Hobhay Hideaways. There's also some nibbles. You have free tea and coffee. And inside the kitchen cupboard, you've got a little freezer container, and inside it there is a pint of milk with a freezer pack. You're welcome to change that in the freezer, in the cupboard kitchen, in the shared area, if that gets warm. Inside the other cupboard, you've got the use of all the crockery and cutlery, so you don't need any of your own. And here we've got decaffeinated coffee and some different teas. To ignite the gas hob, we are off grid. I have tried to provide an off-grid unit. So we are on LPG gas. There is no ignition to it as you're not on the electric, so you need to turn, push down on the thing and use the igniter to ignite your gas. You do get a little bit of a kickback, so make sure you use the long one for lighting your hob. Again, please don't leave the hob lit or the kettle on if you are to vacate the shepherd hut, and make sure you don't go to sleep with it on. There are some instructions there. Moving on to your toilet, you've got your own private toilet in the shepherd hut with a wash basin. It's just cold water at the moment as I am awaiting the gas fitter to come and reconnect our brand new boiler. The toilet has a grey handle at the side. Pull the handle forward. This will open the hole in your toilet. Do what you need to do. Pull and push to flush. Everything should drop away, and then just close your hole afterwards. This here indicates how full your toilet is. If that starts to turn to red, please use the shared toilets as I'm not around to empty it for you. The lighting in the shepherd hut is activated here with these two blue lights nearest the door. That will turn on the lights underneath the kitchen cupboard and in your little nook. At your bedside, you have got some little touch on, touch off reading lamps. There is a USB port underneath there for you to charge mobile phones. You've also got a light in the kitchen area and one in your bathroom. Do be mindful, as I am an off-grid campsite, it is using a leisure battery, so if you were to leave any of this switched on and leave the property, you might drain your leisure battery, and unfortunately there's no alternative until the solar power kicks in and recharges it for you. I hope that gives you a good guide. Outside your tent I have provided a fire pit. Most of the tents have one that looks a little bit like this. Please keep it where it is. It's been measured to keep the canvas safe. away from people's tents and things, so it doesn't cause problems with cinders and sparks coming off the fire. And at night, please extinguish it with the water bucket provided. Moving on to your shared facilities. So this one I call the cubby kitchen. It's the shipping container. Okay, and that is a fully equipped kitchen. Please feel free to use whatever you need inside the cubby kitchen. Here, I'm just going to switch it round. Inside the shared facilities, you've got either the white fridge, the light indicates whether it's been switched on for you or not, or the blue fridge. Obviously this one's not switched on at the moment because I've not had the need to use that one as well. You've got the freezer with ice packs. If you use those, you're welcome to. Please pop them back for the next people. You've also got an electric hob. It's this switch here. Use the hob, be mindful they do still stay hot after you've used it. You've got your toaster, your kettle, tea and coffee facilities, anything you need out of there, welcome to use. And in this drawer you've got all your cutlery, any spare tea towels in that one. Out here, feel free to use the seating area, and in this bag here you've got cushions for those. If it is wet weather, I will have left your starter pack of kindling and logs for you to start your fire. If you do wish to purchase more while you're here, please just leave it in the honesty box. They're £10 a bag, or alternatively I can take it from your security deposit as you leave. Inside here you'll notice I've got the fire extinguisher, and there is a fire blanket if we had any incidents. Okay, and a first aid kit. Your electric hot water is this button here, and if you use it on a trickle, because it is just this haiku, so it produces the water as you run the tap, but you'll get your hot water for washing up facilities. So that's the cubby kitchen. You have the use of the gas barbecue while you're here. Just need to replace the handle. We've had a bit of an incident. Please do leave the barbecue as you find it, nice and clean. Give it a good scrub. I must ask that it stays here and it's not dragged over to your tents. And the regulator, you push it down to connect it to the gas. Turn the black switch up. You'll hear the release of gas. And then these here are self-ignite. You can see that on. Please, please, please do make sure that you do the reverse after use. I did have an incident where somebody left the gas on all day, and unfortunately a brand new bottle of gas was used and escaping into the environment. You would be charged for that. So please make sure you release the regulator after use. Thank you. Moving on to the use of the toilet and shower. This is the shower shed. It's a lovely double shower. It should have been left switched on for you, so you'll see a red light at the top of the shower there. Just use this button to turn it and you should have lovely hot running water. The heat on the shower's kind of in the right place at the moment. Bathing with it, I've noticed it does tend to run quite hot or very cold. So if you can, try and bear it at that temperature. We are on a soak away, so you might find that the shower fills up quite quickly and starts to flood a little bit. You can just remove the hair trap to help you with this. Sorry, I've just done that grass there. And over to your toilet. So both toilets that you've got to use are the same. They're full size toilets. You don't have to empty them, I do it. You'll notice this one is actually full. So if you do get the red sign, please make sure you only use the other toilet. To use the toilet, grey handle comes forward. That opens the hole in the toilet. Just there, that's open now. And then you pull and push this to flush. Everything should then disappear. If you overflush, it does tend to fill up quite quickly. And if I'm not around, that will mean your toilet's quite full quite quickly. In here, there's some things you might have forgotten. Feel free to help yourself to those. You can make a donation in the honesty box. I've even included a towel in case you get in the shower and you forgot your towel. And you've got all your recycling bins just there. They are all labelled cardboard, general waste, glass and plastic and cans. Thank you. In the event of a fire on site, you do have a fire extinguisher. You've got the smoke alarms and you've got the carbon monoxide indicators, but please leave your tent, and then the muster point is at the front of the field, just there. You do have sand and also water in those buckets if you did need to tackle the fire because somebody was trapped. As far as the beds are concerned, they're all pristine and beautifully done for each customer. I wash it all myself. I don't send it to the laundry. I work single-handedly, so I don't want to be charging extra linen cleaning charges, so please, makeup, pens, anything like that. Small children, they're not protected on the mattresses, so please be mindful of that. You would be charged, I'm afraid, if there's extra cleaning costs to be done or if the sheets need replacing. I am a big dog lover, so you're welcome to bring your pooches along. Please do follow the doggies policy. I have provided can provide a ground spike if you're wanting to bring your doggy along, and even some doggy towels for wet paws. Even though you might have the site all to yourself, please do keep doggies on leads because they do tend to go and have a little smell and leave their messes in places that you might not have seen, and that does trek into the tents and cause lots of problems. So please do keep them on the lead so that you're mindful of where they are at all times, and obviously don't leave them in the facilities on their own. Thank you. So thank you for watching the video. I hope it was helpful and useful for you, and if I've not managed to meet you over the weekend, I apologise. I do like to meet my customers in person, but that's not always possible. So if you've done the self-checking, I hope this guide's been really helpful.